The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away.
A lot to it yesterday. Really
that's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Not much I can do out of this. Try to see what he's in early. Off the gate, cover 3. Cover 3 concept beaters.
Carr now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
What's up, Larry?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
He's either cover... No, that's cover 4. So he's either in one of those man match, cover 6, or cover 4. We need a short pass. Let's see.
Shotgun now for Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So, I'm going to show this my first advanced passing mechanic. I'm going to steal a route.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
That he normally wouldn't be able to get. All right? So that's what we do with Roberts. We're going to motion him in. We're going to steal this flat route. We're going to motion him back out. We're going to put him back in his spot. Hopefully they have enough time to do it. We're going to do that.
From the gun, it's Carr.
That should be wide open.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So he's probably in a cloud flat.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Put him in a vert and do that. Check down.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He finds Roberts.
Oh!
And he'll be
He wouldn't let me jump over him.
40. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here
I only
in
have
the game.
6 seconds, man.
On 1st down, Carr finding his safety valve.
Look at that shit, guys.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So we go vert.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another
after
first.
You do the vert,
nice little nifty
now
play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
and then all we need to do now,
he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Wide open
letting
downfield.
One go deep for Roberts. And that
Come
one falls
on,
incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
So you could be cover 3 or cover man.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up,
halfback
have back on their heels.
Flip play. Okay, let's see how advanced I want to get. I'm going to keep Roberts on that. And give me my check down, back route.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Washington.
Defend,
and he's taken down inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
So he's going to keep staying in cover 3. All right, now we're going to get even more technical, okay? We're going to steal a route. There we go, halfback, put him out, and then move him, and then smart route him, and bring him back. Now look at that route.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
You got to pick your twos, buddy.
Right. He's going to let it go deep
Turn around.
to the end zone.
So come on, Jordy.
Shot on first
wow.
Connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
All right,
yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That ain't Carr's fault right there. I'm going to start benching receivers here in a sec.
Now Carr, after the
I'll
incomplete
put a bum
pass,
receiver in
brings him
there
up
and make
2nd
him
and
do the
10.
damn thing. All right, same thing. Give that blue route a new route. Motion him out. Smart route him. All right, move him back. Move him over. Now look at my routes. Okay. Now give me a back check down. Smart route it. And I
to
just
throw again.
roll out.
Carr escaping the pressure right. Letting and that is caught. Touchdown,
it takes his user out of the game. He don't know who to defend.
Jared Cook, 29 yards. And
he
the
has to
Raiders
respect
drive right down
that
the
halfback
field and
because
score
that halfback's
on the
in his
opening
zone.
drive.
You can get over the top on him.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
I'll show y'all some more plays next drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
It's just new ways to run. Like plays people like to run, but a new way. You know?
Carlson
away from the meta. Like I do my own thing when I do this stuff. Like people would see verse and they would expect you to always motion that outside receiver out because it's going to be cover 3 for an easy 10 yards. But some people, they key in that. My way gives you lots of check downs. All right, so we're going to take our 3-3-5 wide. We're going to put Whitehead here. And I'm just going to come out in my cover 1.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And I always take the deep blue.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Blue along. We'll come in with this guy.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Jack 16. Jack 16. Snickers, 66. Snickers, you got to spin.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
All right, we're going to go with our 1 Sam strong safety blitz. Line, crash out, pitch in, user this guy.
On 2nd down, it's Bell.
Whoa, why my man slow down, bro? I know y'all seen that shit. My man just slowed down.
He's going to take it in for a Steeler
touchdown.
Le'Veon
No reason.
Bell,
I'm holding turbo.
40 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Y'all seen my man get slowed down, right? No reason. It's all good.
And it's no good.
It's all good.
He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
See, that DDA be trying to get me, man. I didn't get to the point where I don't care too much about it anymore. Because right now, I feel like I can get it done on offense. I can win games with my offense.
Kick this one away.
You gotta have the best defense in the world. All I gotta do is just do just good enough.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Okay, now what that's going to do, now we got a hook. We're going to smart route Roberts. And give me a back drag.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Steps away. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Man coverage now.
But with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nikhil Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation. When I saw it live, I thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable
now he's
call.
in man coverage.
The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We're going to take Nelson out and just give him a smoke screen route.
734.
Get that in route. Bryant should be our man. If he's in
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Bryant,
and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for the penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy can hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Are locking.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I want to use Jordy in the slot, but if he's in man, we're hitting him with the flood.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Better yet. He's playing too close.
They're going to try and throw.
Come on,
and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it.
I got something for that. When that safety plays that outside too tough,
force a turnover
I got something for that. He does that again. Watch. I got something for that shit.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, good read.
And this is caught at the 8.
Jump it if you
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Man aligned.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Put him in a spy.
Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage.
Anytime
they're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Spy. User him.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a 2-for?
All right, so now
tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, way to get in the fucking line!
He goes again.
There we go!
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator
what happened when you use her, baby?
A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal.
Even if you getting your ass knocked down, you free a gap for one of the other guys.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal.
4-man pass rush.
This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt.
Oh, they wouldn't let me block that.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when he left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
All right, so
now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
This one
and sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily
the only way he can defend it. He got a user it,
I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Carr now on 1st down.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we taking him out. We are taking him out, bro. We not doing this today, Carr. We putting you in timeout. You can't miss throws like that running my offense. I will bench your ass. No fucking way you sit there.
How about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people.
Let go, AJ.
Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44, that's nothing for him.
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, one rushing.
I can treat this like a gun, buddy.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though, do you?
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
Man, Carr had a bench.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Can't be doing that, man. All right, we can do that. Do that. Him over.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Like that.
Green 39.
Send him deep.
Gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
There's my check down.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. He completes.
Look at A.J., baby.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That's what's up.
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I should have just ran that out of bounds, but it'd be all right. Okay, so we got Roberts. We want to showcase Roberts. No, not Roberts, but whoever the slide is. Roberts. Okay, we got a spot.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Now he'll let it go deep right.
Got him!
Touchdown, Oakland.
That shit is deadly, guys.
He
gonna stop playing in man coverage.
And the Raiders are able to cash in for
A.J.
6.
McCarron, too.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a
Carr,
team.
man, you better count your blessings.
But a little time left on that clock, so
Better
some
be
work
thankful
to
I
do.
even
I
let
like
you
that. I
start
like how you're
for me.
guarding against a letdown.
You
man.
damn
You're
sure
looking
can't
forward,
finish.
coaching them up.
AJ
from right up
ain't
here
here
in the booth.
outdoing you.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
We're just going to play cover 3 sky.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10.
We're just going to play deep pass. I should be like in a man. Put these guys a little bit in.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out
sky.
right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Oh, try to
got his
pick
man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not
Done
before
right
he reaches
defense.
the
Man
38.
was back there. Just,
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Use a timeout.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
When we come out in
As
cover
they'll
4,
stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Stops most end zone passes.
Roethlisberger coming up with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
We just play smart. We just play the hooks. I would do hook spy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God! The fucking game didn't even.
Nice
wow!
gain, 16
I was
yards
there.
And a first down again.
Down. All right, so we're just gonna play cover 2 sink here, guys. Same thing. Safeties. Hook and a curl. But means spy and a curl. crazy. Wouldn't even let me jump for that. I was over there. He not
two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Curl.
They come out here in the eye.
Push him back. Push him back. Push him back.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I'll put speed package in there. You already know what he's fucking trying to do. We're just going to throw all the gaps.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Damn it, I should have put him on fucking South Squad. I would have had that.
With no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Boswell good with the extra point. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Can't be too close, man. I hate that shit.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
When you do, Rodlenberger taking a hit.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Fresh out, Brian. User.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Good job, guys. Double, double. AB.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Good fucking defense. Let's go.
And it's incomplete. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but the Patriots,
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. Everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
Him and man.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Look at this guy with the cut moves.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
The rest will be a man match. He'll be in cloud flat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
blitz, and I gotta have a cloud flat over there. That way, all that's covered. I got a cloud flat.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
I hate, like, he's not giving me no time to get the ball back. Like, I need the ball.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
First of all, we'll put him there.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Yeah,
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
We just got to commit to it. He ain't getting no big runs. Give me that cloud flat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Fourth quarter,
but on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
Taking a risk, but it worked it. All right, I know I'm picking a containment, but I'm going to re-blitz him. Or to keep shit contained. Let's see.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
All right, we need a fucking cloud flat.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Go.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Give me that. Got that cloud flat over there. We're going to pass commit.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's
just
short.
That route he wanted away with that cloud flat.
Here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. McCarron on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Stop that with the linebacker,
and they finally get him down.
A.J. McCarron
he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards.
Put Rashard in at fullback here.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively.
It's
just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I was trying to practice it later.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, he's running an angle route. Watch it. You're going to give him the vert. Good play. Give me the drag. Slide protect right. Watch this guy. Slant.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Flush to his right.
Oh, that shit was opening up beautifully.
Flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And McCarron will try again on 2nd.
Look at AJ fucking McCarron, bro!
Caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big time.
Backup quarterbacks save lives. Let's go.
Try this. They were holding their breath, but nowadays they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
All right, you know he's going to be doing that, so he's probably going to be doing like a little containment. So,
Watch him now, Barney.
bring him in.
They'll run with Lynch. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, cover 3. I'm going to run a draw.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
He's in that little deep route.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, McCarron. This is caught.
That ain't a touchdown?
Pickup, not enough. 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but
wow, that's not a touchdown.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
That's gay. Man was standing on the fucking line.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
I'm gonna block the inside, man. Fuck it. I don't get it, oh well.
They'll run. It's Washington.
Good shit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Take risks.
DeAndre Washington taking it in. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
AJ came in, bro.
Extra point by
looking
Carlson,
like
up
fucking
and good.
Steve
And
Young
the
out there.
Just kick the extra point winds up
Dot
successful.
So easy a backup quarterback can do it.
Carlson now to kick this one away.
Who needs Derek Carr?
That's fielded in the end zone. Uses the spin. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I got to play aggressive enough.
With a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Give me that cloud flat over there. Just watch Rodgers, watch the middle.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. That's Rodgers.
I took him out, bro.
Get this one
He was making bad throws.
Line. Successful start to the drive, 17
that.
yards. It moves the sticks.
You fuck up and throw bad throws, I take you out.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. That'll be caught by Rodgers.
No, stop missing tackles, people.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The passing game in rhythm right now for
when they start fucking up,
another first
I
down.
will take them out. If my receiver's just not dropping, catching balls, I will put one of my other receivers in. I have no problem. I don't go by ratings.
We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
See, this guy's still steady trying to get that. Just going to play cover 4.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got better coverage over the top over there.
Focus.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Gotta cover that.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
Right, man,
I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
So,
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You still got to fucking cover that clout.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
That cutback's dead now, son.
Revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Watch over the top on Brown. You might have to watch multiple routes with this guy.
They'll look to throw. Open man, Smith.
Wow, he caught that?
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Oh, I'm going to have him next year. Just you wait. Right, we're going to hook him, spy him.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
It's the only time you see me press. Spy him, hook him.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
I let him score.
That'll be their
I still got time.
third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
53 seconds and more than enough time to me getting field goal range.
Here we go.
Spy, fucking soft squad over there.
Here's Bell. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Spy. Alright, so we got those soft squats on the outsides, so they shouldn't get blocked.
They'll try and run it in with Bell.
Good shit.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
So all I need is a field goal. Played to perfection.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Nope.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 40 yards. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
AJ motherfucking McCarron. Let's go!
And it's pandemonium in the black hole as the silver and black have won it. A road win in the National Football League.
How am my backup quarterback coming in there?
No matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run
fucking
with it.
Looking like Brady.
All week in your own home facility. No one thinks we
can do
this.
He did that.
Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together,
he fucking
and get it done.
Did that. That was fucking amazing. Like, cars start fucking up. I put McCarron in there. McCarron, every time I use McCarron, boy, he be coming through. About to look at these stats in a sec. Alright, let's look at these fucking... Alright, Rob. I ain't really running the ball. I wasn't trying to run. I was trying to throw. Look at McCarron. A perfect passer rating. Perfect. He'd be fucking 7 for 7 if it wasn't for the pass deflection. Look at that 85% completion rating. Average. Look at the average. He's bombing. He's slinging that bitch. How many people you know average that on 10 throws? Like, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to rush. Look at Jalen Richard, bro. Got your halfback out there with more receiving yards. Fucking ridiculousness. Didn't really do too much on defense. These route concepts I've been working on, man, they are fucking amazing. Look at this. I just put them in a vert. Like, fuck the wheel routes and shit, man. The vert is the shit. Look at this. Look at how you get just right past them. Bleep. Yo, what's his name was open too, bruh. I'm taking mental notes. I'm trying to see when he got open. So as soon as I made that throw, I could have made that throw to the inside. I could have pass led Martavis inside. I would probably had a touchdown. But he was so far out. Let's see. He had a lot of ball ball time with the ball. Look at McCarron, boy. This shit right here should tell y'all people something, man. This is a backup quarterback. Look at that. Carr would overthrow that shit. I'm in here just like, just chilling. I got pressure in my face. Let me throw it. Douche. On the numbers, in motion, with a dude on him. Fucking dots. Here's another one. Jalen Richard, 51 yards. Look at it. Oh, we're going to roll out with AJ. We see you, bruh. We see you. Loop. Yo, imagine if I had Le'Veon Bell, bro. That shit would be unfair. If I had decent players. Like, I'm doing it with 71 overall. Boop. Look at him. Up. We gonna go. Look, with pressure in my face, he set his feet. 2 people on him. Carr would throw this shit out of bounds. Look. Boop. He got hit. Whee. And it's a wobbly ball. It ain't even a spiral. Look at the ball wobbling. Whee. Wobbly ball. On point. No, I ain't really using the L1 because that's a high point. When you high point pass it, your dude gonna have to jump for the ball. I'm just pass leading. I'm not using L1. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Like if I'm trying to pass it over a defender, I'll use L1. But if my dude wide open, I'm not gonna do that. Cause when I do that, I tend to overthrow it and shit get picked off. Like it made no sense. I try to stay away from that shit for too long. And I keep in mind, I am using AJ McCarron. Like he's not the greatest quarterback. But I use my pocket presence. Look at this. Dots. Look at this. I just use your O-line. Pay attention to your O-line. Don't need to scramble out. Use your pocket. Pocket presence. Look at there. He can't do nothing. Yep. Bloop. As long as you use your pocket. And then here I was getting sacks on him. Look at this shit. He pushed me down and it opened up. Maurice Hurst is a beast, bro. He got 2 guys on him. Look at this. Boo, get the fuck off me. Let me see. I got another sack. Who is this one by? Look at Hurst again. Not on the sidelines plays, but when you're going vertical. No. When I'm vertical, I do not high point pass it because it slows them up. If I'm trying to rack catch, I don't do it. If I'm trying to aggressive catch, maybe. Because if I've got to do it on a vert, I'm trying to rack. I'm trying to go upfield. I'm trying to get more yards after the catch. Carr started off, he was doing R8. And it's just that, see, Carr, I don't know. That was a dangerous pass. I had to user him. I switched to him real quick. Couldn't really. It's like I can't really get like rhythm on my throw. I can get those passes off of Carr. It's hard getting rhythm with him. Like I don't know. And it's crazy because like you look at their stats and you put them on a table side by side, and you're like, okay, I'm rolling with Carr all day. Cause look at all this stats. Look at their stats. Carr 82, McCarron 74. Carr 53, McCarron 52. Carr 81, McCarron 64. Carr 88. You see, look at this shit. McCarron ain't got shit. Like every stat, Carr is beating McCarron in every fucking stat except carry and catch. I don't know why quarterback needs those ratings, but whatever. Look there, Carr got a fucking 86 jump. Now, he ain't got no throw power. 87 throw power and throwing bombs. You don't need throw power, guys. Y'all see what I'm doing? 87 throw power, throwing 50-yard, 60-yard bombs on point. No deep accuracy either. There should be no excuse for me missing shit with Carr. I don't know what's up with that shit. Carr got better throw under pressure. Yo, McCarron got a nice little break sack. Makes no sense, man. I should be able to go in there with Carr and had no issues. We're gonna do it again, guys. Same thing. We're gonna try to utilize the gun bunch more. Show you how you can kind of just pick the defense apart with it. Like, it's tough to defend because you get a lot of quick passes in it. They have to play man match against you. If you make your reads real good, you can throw over the top on man matches.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, good hurdle.
Got over one of them.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Same thing, guys. We're not going to... Come on, now spell halfback. Cover 3 early.
6-18.
Have that.
7-34. White. Go. 24.
I'm off.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Cover 2. So all I got to do instead of sending him on a fade, I just got to put him on that. So orange trail, send him on that. He's like cover 2.
7-34. Go. Get set. 29.
Oh my God. They need to do away with this accelerated clock. Like, seriously.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Alright, so he's going to be playing that. So this will be a good opportunity. Where's a play at? I want to create a crosser. Alright, cool. Why shallow cross? Alright, so we're going to flip the play.
24.
We want
6-18.
We want that right there. Hype the fucking ball.
On second down, here's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Carr going to throw, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Killing everything he got.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He's going to have to start adjusting to that. And then when he starts adjusting to it,
so how
by
about
dropping
that for
people
a
back,
over? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
6:37, 7:34. 6:37.
On first and 10, here's Carr.
Look at there.
And complete right side to Cook. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Create that cross, man.
Nice
Force that guy in a bad situation.
His position and is listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one.
Better
That's
pick
what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
You got to pick.
And this is Cook with a grab. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. That's what that zone is going to do. The zone is going to respect the deeper route
on the opening drive.
They
like that.
They don't just like it, they love it. Because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Didn't give him a drag. Why is it this accelerated clock, man? Damn.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course.
A man can't run his offense. I'm trying to get fucking. Oh, better yet, hit trout. See, when they baseline, you have freedom to do whatever the fuck you want.
Carr to throw again.
Look at there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The baseline, you can just pick those sidelines apart. They don't have enough guys over there. Alright, same thing. I'm going to create that crossing. Mid-level cross. Give him a slant. Drag deep.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right.
Boom.
And that is caught. Touchdown.
You can't defend all of it.
A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
And that's against the Rams. That's one of the better defenses
Carlson
in the game.
now to kick this one away.
I can do that. I'm going to bring McCarron in and let McCarron do it against them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All right, take him out. Put Whitehead in there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22.
Remember what we're going to do. We're going to use Worley.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
You're not fast. Just tackle.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there. Goff to Kupp. 61 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that one blown up quickly.
Every time I'm down
he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Take away
Back
the quick
live
slant.
now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis.
Spy, depending on how you use it, can take other stuff away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A shotgun snap for gone. And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley from 6 yards away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All right, offense.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Piss people off.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A little track jump. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yo, Chief. 618.
That beats cover 2 and cover 3. So depending on what he's in.
First down,
yep, that's cover 3.
Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for Rob. That's caught inside the 20.
Bombs for days, baby. Bombs for days.
Seth Roberts, 71 yards.
Just knowing how to beat coverages, man, you can go way. Like any play you want, you can make a one-play TD. As long as you know how to manipulate the zones.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't
I can have like 600-yard passes.
One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive.
I'm doing plays I would normally do at a gun bunch. I'm just trying it out in new formations.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Out left, he's got it to Everett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Piggyback ride.
Second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one,
cloud them up.
They come in bunches.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
In any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Get back down. Why am I jumping? No.
Room inside the 40.
Gilchrist.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Like that.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
All right, let's get back into it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On first down, Carr.
Then hot route him over.
And that is incomplete. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
I know
I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No, he's going to be. So I'm going to have my over-under. I'm just going to throw it, max protect.
29.
I'm just going to pray that circle
no run
get
call
open.
here. They'll look to throw instead. Buying time to his left.
Come on, man.
He's going
Carr,
to
you got 82
he's got a long
speed,
way to
bro.
go.
How you get outran
run of 11
like
there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
This should be over the top.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr.
Go over the top. Somebody go.
And he finds Cook.
Good shit.
Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
I hate the ball, man.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Yeah, man.
Carr now on 1st down.
Got him,
Eluding
coach.
the pressure right.
Got him,
Now he's
coach.
Throw deep right side.
Got him, coach. Let's go.
And he'll take it into
Slinging rocks around here.
Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders
You're going to respect the deep balls. And I don't need 97 speed to do it. Or 99 speed, whatever Tyreek Hill got. I don't need that. Just making reads getting one-play touchdowns.
Carlson now to kick this one away.
Takes skill to get these one plays. Not cheese.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep.
Come on, Kylie, that's a pick.
Shot on 1st down, but connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff rolling to his and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first stop.
Oh, they robbed me!
And it's complete.
Come on, EA.
And they finally get him, but not before he
My man was on that.
33-yard line.
Damn.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now, before this second down play, we'll
see
get
how I'm
whistles
defending these
and
crossers? I don't give a fuck. I'm
as
coming
stop
after
it with
him.
just over 40 seconds to
And
go
I'll
in
send
the
a deep
first half.
third.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
76. Hey, 5.
Better yet, double hook curl.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Shit.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
He pulls a jump that route. Calling the right play, it just, ratings. Play a factor in that. Ain't nothing I can do about that. All I can do is play offense. Try to get another one-play touchdown on him. If he come out and cover 4, I'm burning him.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down. Carr letting one go deep for Rob. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Don't press me.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Don't learn today. All right, see how that safety's in my way? I need to get him off.
637. Hey, here we go. Later 2.
On 1st and 10, Carr.
Ooh, I tried to
dot
it.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
All we're going to do.
29.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
Somebody get open. Act like you want the ball.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I'll take it. I ain't gonna chance it. I'll take the points.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be taken very short. So we've hit
Look at there on the
due
7.
to apparent time constraints. We fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
We'll do that again. Fuck it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Joette? Oh, hell no.
He's got space. 30. 20.
Wow,
Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 94 yards. And the Rams are in for 6.
You know you got to be bad
get
when you
back
put
to
your
their seats
best
from the
player
concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified
why
Alright,
man, so I just ain't gonna kick it to him, man. Fuck that.
Presence in the
You got
concession
Todd
areas,
Gurley on
right?
kickoff return,
TVs,
really.
loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Man.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, let me
Meanwhile,
catch the
they
ball.
Take a shot to start the drive,
Jeez.
but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Smart route now. Check.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Yo, Chief. 6-18.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Over the middle.
Don't run backwards.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will have first down
yardage
as he's brought down at the 41.
You're going to get exposed.
A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Hey, Purdue. 24. Express. 734. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey.
Block the backside.
Hey, 734. 808.
On first down, Carr.
Wide open.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25.
Too easy, dude.
And all the way in. Touchdown,
I got one play
Oakland.
beat us for days.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Look at there. Already at 300 passing yards. Oh, we're not kicking it to you no more, buddy. Y'all see these things that I'm doing, man. I'm just taking what I want to do, and I'm opening it up. Like, I'll take routes and run that shit up under, give him all the underneath routes he wants. His cornerbacks will be defending that. And then I got a one-on-one with either a safety that's either playing too deep or a fucking linebacker that's not fast enough.
And that drives coaches
to
insane,
catch
doesn't
up to
it?
my guy.
When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
90-speed running back running loose like a goose back there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Take both of these guys, put them in fucking halves.
Out of the gun, Goff steps away to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Goff on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second down.
Worried about Cooks.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right.
See, I see you trying to play maker. Oh, come on, don't knock it down.
Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd and short.
Fuck.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past.
Go for the pick, man.
Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, lift.
No. Cross, man.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are in the
fucking user pick!
I think that helps set him apart from many of the
What the fuck?
Brandon Cooks.
Wow, I just got robbed.
And now it's second down.
That was a fucking pick.
The conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence. And it was sudden death. Alan Amici. The Colts got the ball. They scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care.
Really?
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now a first down throw. Goff. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
I wouldn't let me use her.
Caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams are in for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
Like, you be right on it.
Complete one like that, your confidence just goes sky high. You just mentioned a tight window,
so I can
zings it in there. Despite
all I need is one turnover. I get one turnover.
Touchdown.
After I score,
this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Being chased out left.
Come on, I put you up on a fucking out route. What the fuck? Why did you stop?
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh my God, that's the DDA right there. Y'all saw me playmaker him up.
And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball.
Come on,
so don't
EA.
wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Making me mad, like stupid shit like that.
After the interception, here's Goff. And
that's a sack, man.
How he get the... And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
All right, we put Derek Carr in,
play to develop. Just
I don't know what.
Fumble, really.
It's like the fourth quarter calm.
Here now is 2nd and 10.
And these motherfuckers forget how to fucking play football.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Down to about the 22 here. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they
look at that. I can't even block the kick. Like, come on, man. Damn.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
All right, McCarron, it's your turn, man. Your turn to shine, man. Fuck you.
Zerline out now to kick this one away.
It's like your game just... I went out of bounds when I caught the ball. All right, McCarron. Carr fucked up. It's your turn. Fucking sent the dude on playmaker. Receiver acted stupid.
Damn, man. Don't quit now.
I ain't quitting. I'm putting my backup quarterback in.
Oh, all right. Good game, too, bro. Real shit. 205 Birmingham.
Yeah.
You gave me a run for my money, goddamn. I'm over this bit like, hey.
I tried to, man. Carr fucked up, so we gonna put our bum back up in. Maybe he can make some play. I'm waiting on
the Raiders offense now. They trot back out, and last time 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Lets it go for Nelson.
Good job, McCarron.
Oh, the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, 75 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Now here's McCarron as his guys will try to tack on the 2-point conversion. Shotgun snap for McCarron.
Good job, AJ.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Backup quarterback coming in making play. Let's go.
Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Off play action. Here's gone.
Oh!
Goes incomplete. He's maybe
lucky
pick
it off
as he got hit as he threw it.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one.
Good shit.
Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for Roberts. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4th
that was a pick! Wow!
And this offensive
fuck you,
line
EA!
Hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they
you want
put the
tackle?
game on our shoulders. We'll lead the way.
Damn!
No doubt
Right there
it.
waiting on the
Let me tell
damn
you,
shit.
If you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. From the 50, it's Goff. They'll find Everett there complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Goff. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
There we go.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the INT, it's McCarron. His throw incomplete. Nickel Roby.
Now McCarron fucking up. I got to put him out.
Oh, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
There defensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
All right, get set, fellas. 5-man box.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Got him.
And he's going to be brought down
Got
by the face
him.
mask. Here come the flags.
He got aggressive
this is
on.
get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right.
Oh,
to the
my
sideline.
God.
Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
Why you
Only
say
way
that,
to get
man?
the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
We're good.
I ain't worried about none of that.
29.
Again, it's Richard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
24.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
37.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They pitch to Washington. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there now.
All right, guys, no touchdowns. No touchdown defense. Let's go.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Carlson now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw.
Give me that!
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
Good fucking
game. He's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6:37. Yo, Chief. Hey, 7:34.
Carr going to throw here. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Back to throw, Carr. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Come from behind.
It's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.
All I had to do with your car, man. I had to bench you for a drive or so.
They can't help but feel great
so you
about
get your
themselves,
mojo back. Look at all them points we scored.
To put up that number of points,
shut them down. 2 of the quarter, we shut them down. That's all we got to do.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I'd be mad too, Golf.
From Los Angeles. So long, everybody.
You got beat by the Raiders. I know he was bad. He was getting all the animations too. I was like, fuck it. I had quarterback problems halftime. I had to swap them out. You like how, like the halfback routes I be doing? I just put them on a vert most of the time. That way I can pick apart those deep halves and shit. And then I flip the play and then he like do some crazy ridiculous shit. Got him beat in possession time. I don't know how, cause first Carr came in, didn't want to do good. AJ came in, so he threw an interception. I took him out. He was doing bad. I was like, fuck that. He got that one play off though. I ain't really run the ball. I want to add, if I can add a run game to my shit, I'll be straight. Look at this. 109, 115, 175, 79. All I'm doing going. That was the only one I threw short. Most of the time, look at it. Where's his average? Look at their averages. Jalen Richard averaged almost fucking 30 yards. Seth Roberts almost for like 45 plus. Look at there, 40 yards. You see the averages that I'm getting. E-boy get down the field. I was actually working one out of it wasn't iForm, it was Strong Eye. One of the Strong Eyes, it's got one. But I gotta put my best receiving back in as fullback. Let's see, punting. Oh, no one punting. No one punts anymore. Fuck that. Punting ain't shit. Let's take a look at these plays that I was bombing them with. This is the end play. This is how I be using those short routes become playmaker routes. That's why I always try to keep at least one that I know I'm gonna go to. So when what I wanted, see, I could have threw it over the top, but he had that dude over there, so I couldn't throw that. Then I was looking at my halfback. He was usering on my halfback. Then I look over there at my check down. He already ready. Both of them dudes wide open, bro. And I was like, fuck it. We got to cross. Boom. Playmaker. They just throw a little hitch route and then playmaker him up. He'd be wide open. Let me see. I want to go back to first quarter. I ain't get no highlights from the first quarter. Look at her. The 33-yard pass wasn't a highlight. The 14-yard pass wasn't a highlight. Come on, man. You gave me no highlights. There's my Seth Roberts bomb. This is when I exploited hit cover 3. You could do this out of multiple formats. Like sometimes I be liking to do it out of gun bunch. But this one, my outside receiver, he's already out. So if that guy's in a deep third and he just run an out route, I take him out of the play. And then all I got to do is send him on a fade. And he's going to expose that deep third where that cornerback should be. And I'm trying to see what else I did. Yeah, I blocked my tight end. And then he came and did his little... Oh, this ain't the play. This is the other one. This is the other one. Okay. Where the other play at? think it was right before half. He was killing me with Jared Goff. See, look, that my shit wasn't a fucking highlight. Look how many points that was. Almost 2,000 points, and it's not even a highlight reel. How does this 0 rating get? Come on, man. EA not even giving me the best play of the game. Oh, here's the other one. Here's one. Make sure this. Yeah, this is the one I went to Jordy. And this is the one I think I motioned him up. Yep. I playmakered him. Look how the playmaker manipulate the zone. He be wide open. So you playmaker the drag routes like right when they cross the hash marks. Wish how far can I go back? Cause I was trying to do some shit. Look at my halfback. He runs slow and then they cross. He got to pick one. Then I playmaker him up. You're wide open. Y'all gotta watch for my playmaker. My playmaker deadly. No, I just use my analog. Just press the stick up. If I want him to go deep, press it down. I want to come back. I want to turn around. I most of the time I just playmaker them up, but sometimes they don't act right. Cause this one right here, supposed to have been a touchdown. See, here's an example of a playmaker not working. Cause I called for the playmaker. When he went on that route, I playmakered him right there. When he called up, see how he went up? He just stopped. He didn't fucking go any further. Like he was supposed to be up here where I threw the ball. This was where he was supposed to be. And he just stopped. It made me underthrow it. That's stupid. So I took his ass out after that play. And I came in with see what? Look, there's another fucking play they didn't give me. They just didn't want to show my highlights, man. Look, even my fucking interception wasn't a highlight, and that was better than his interception. Oh well, whatever. We win. We did the damn thing. 6 touchdown passes on the day. My playmaker stick skills are nasty. Now I'm about to be back in the top 600. I don't even worry about rank no more because it go by how many games you play. It don't actually go by skill level. Y'all give me one of those 99 mutt teams, bro. I don't even want a good running back. Give me all those A1 receivers. And he ain't even got to be an expensive quarterback, man. Put all my salary cap in the best receivers. And a running back that can catch. He ain't got to be like
Houston, in the
high
Space
end,
City
but as long as he can catch.
Stadium.
That's all he
The
needs.
scene from a few
I don't need
moments
the best
ago,
quarterback.
this
I just need
crowd
one that can throw it.
enthusiastically
That's
cheering
it.
on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room.
I will
and
fucking
we're
wreck
just about
people in
ready
what?
for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Oakland
Passing
Raiders.
attack. Give me a good O-line too. I gotta have a decent O-line. Can't pass if I ain't got no time.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. The ball on the tee. We're set for football.
See, the other one, I could do it in weak eye. Come out here, put Richard in there, in our weak eye. Instead of sending him on the boot, we send him on the vert. Then flip the play. I don't know if it'll work.
They go play action here on first down.
User!
His man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Tell me I can do this with a tight end. Uh-oh.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
6-18.
Oh, look at that. That look crazy. Give me a drag route.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Come on.
Looking deep downfield. That's Carr.
Give me a tight end to do it. Let's go.
All the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That guaranteed hands right there.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Give me a drag route. I better yet give him a hitch and a drag.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29.
Oh, look at that.
Yo, Chief. Hey.
Throwing again. Carr eluding the pressure right.
Carr, you better.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
That's a risk worth taking.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown,
I see that every time, my friend.
Jordy Nelson, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
Always
and
looking
the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Easy play.
Extra point by
That's
Carlson.
a free touchdown.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
You play too close to me, bro. I'm going to expose you.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, man, what the fuck are you doing over there?
And he makes it
all the way
down to the 31. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Miller. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson.
Could be. That should have been a pick on me, but we'll take it.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Oh, he threw it right to me.
One that's intercepted.
My user
picked up by
is
Carl
nasty
Joseph.
on defense, people.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Come on, chase me, chase me, chase me.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already
That's
up.
what I
now
need.
you got a
14-point
lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away.
You gotta be a
I'm going to use their
quarterback
aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Nick Nelson, who played his college ball at Wisconsin, had the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And this
my user defense, man. I'll take those crossing routes away, man.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Man, I you just put the right zones
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
That over there just in case.
They're going for it. It's Watson.
Oh, man, I should have did it to the other side. Oh, I missed the hit stick.
The 40.
Oh.
The 20. 10.
Damn.
Touchdown, Houston.
I knew he was going for something. I just did it on the wrong side.
Touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Y'all got to do better.
That's fielded in the end zone.
I need to give me one of them promo codes. Be a beta tester.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
I'll put that shit on YouTube so everybody can
and
watch.
Oakland ready to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
6-18. Hey, 7-34.
Cover 3 on that side.
Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Richmond.
All right, we're going to put him right there.
3 down.
After the interception, here's Watson.
Why?
Throw left side complete to QT. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead.
One of these guys.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Hook. Spy.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out come the Raiders. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, 7-34.
Now Carr throwing on second down.
Yeah, Carr, all right.
Incomplete.
We had this discussion. Dealing with you,
he
man.
was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's third down. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron, flushed out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Lucky 56.
Fuck.
They do go for it. It's McCarron.
Why the game got...
It's intercepted.
Why do you stop running your route, man?
Jackson.
Why?
He returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Crazy, man.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Can't do nothing when the game cheat me.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Out route.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone.
All right, so I'm going to come out in
first and 10 at the 16.
But I am going to cross man and then put a curl over there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Come out
Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the stop.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
My cross, man.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check three, check three, check three. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
McCarron now on first down. Trying to improvise. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check 26. Check 26. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
Fuck.
So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play.
Caught me in the middle of my user adjust.
It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Oh, that shit was locked up,
Deshaun
bro.
Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
McCarron, a final shot before the half. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle.
Catch the ball!
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Shifts by him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A first down carry now for Miller.
Oh, I missed
Room to run past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any
point?
Go
for the interception, my dude.
Right there.
There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Black 22.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Good interception.
Intercepted.
We'll take it.
By Gary and Conley. And a big
he about my head now. Yeah.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We will take it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
After the INT, it's McCarron. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back.
Ooh!
The 30.
Oh!
20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Oh, that one got hurt.
A big play there. 87 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And we are all tied at 28.
That was A.J. McCarron
so
threw that.
Ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes the Texans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to the air, Watson on second down. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, come on, EA.
The 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for
now.
a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Texans have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. his second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Yeah, see how he getting bailed out. Mine, I'm actually putting mine together.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Check!
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks
Why are you going in that animation? Why you got your hands on your fucking head?
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down?
Come on,
the offense
EA.
or the defense? Let's face it. If you've got the ball, 4 yards
for
or
the
more
ball,
on first
bro.
down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage again to 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, so we're going to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Give me a drag.
Gone!
Give me a slant.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Have him separate.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flushed out right. He completes it to Bryant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's how you run. That's how you're supposed to run trips.
24 yards.
You can't stop all
Looked
this
like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Out. Another slant.
On 1st down, McCarron. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not
oh, man, I ran out of bounds. Why is the clock?
Come
on, EA.
And then running to get to the sideline and get
now
out
he's
of bounds
so worried about
and
that
avoid
one
the big
route.
hit.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd.
I threw the wrong button.
And incomplete.
Man, I was about to
Nice
say.
hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, when he do
There's
that?
a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Gone! 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 Gone!
McCarron will look to throw on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Circle.
McCarron on 1st down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Gone!
And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back now in Houston. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And it's caught. Roberts has it for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts from 10 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Crazy points with this offense.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Every play, I do a lot better than just picking a play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
So I need to watch Miller.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
And it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that's our best success rate if he tries to do that fucking over route.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Good shit, we win, baby.
Watson, and down he
Good
goes.
fucking shit.
O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Working from the gun here, McCarron. And this is caught.
Picking them apart now.
Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them.
We know what he likes to do.
The lead belongs to them as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
He ain't gotta get it his stage.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Time for a break.
Games like this,
we're back to see what happens.
All I need is a turnover. He probably gonna rage quit. He's gonna go to what works. I got a cross man. Put that spy on it. Watch that. Fucking.
He's back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Quick read away. That's all we got to do.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions now, 3rd and 10. First things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Fuck, he got me. Fuck! Mid-adjustment, man.
Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone.
He's trying to set my adjustment
up, man. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. He'll look to throw, and this is caught, and it's a 3-point game.
Jump that damn route.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Back to throw.
Oh, my God, dude.
It's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
McCarron looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Man,
and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
To throw, it's McCarron, escaping the pressure right. And he finds
Oh my God, dude, I'm done.
And the Texans say
this is fucking retarded.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
Get on the fucking ground when you get the ball,
no
man.
bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson now to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Watson going deep for Hopkins.
Oh my God, it won't let me fucking swat it.
One-handed. Wow. And oh, so close.
Nothing I can do, man. That's ridiculous how that game just cheated for him like that. Damn. Alright, man. I'm gonna quit on that note, man. Fucking DDA. Appreciate y'all watching.